Yo, here's a quick overview of free PC games for you to grab this week, and we start over on Steam where the finals has officially released. So if you're missing some multiplayer shooter in your life, then this is your go-to game. In fairness, the finals is a free-to-play combat-centered game show. You fight alongside your teammates in virtual arenas that you can alter, exploit, and even destroy as you build your own playstyle to win tournaments and bragging rights. From the footage I've seen, it doesn't look too bad, but I think it lands somewhere between 17 and a Chihuahua. The only thing I don't understand is why drop this game at the same day as the Game Awards. I mean, all the nerds in the world were focusing on the Game Awards, but I guess I don't work in the finals marketing department, so that's why. Anyway, if you wanna go give the finals a go, then head on over to the Steam page and take this bad boy for a spin. Next, a heavy hitter of the week, Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis has released 100% free to play. It's sitting in with mixed reviews currently, so it's off to a bit of a rough start. To be honest, I have not played a single Final Fantasy game in my life. As I was growing up and Final Fantasy was making the rounds in the gaming world, I was too busy avoiding a molestation from the neighborhood goat. So surviving that was a bit more important than a Final Fantasy. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this is a port from a mobile game that is so heavy in microtransactions you will wear out the damn magnetic strip on your card by the third hour of playing. But if you haven't had your Final Fantasy cup filled lately, I guess it doesn't hurt to take this bad boy out for a spin until you reach the pay to win section. Remember, links to all of the games mentioned in this video are in the description to make your lives a little bit easier. If you want to stay up to date on free games, then I would love if you would subscribe before you go. Next up, we have Chivalry 2, which is a multiplayer first-person slasher inspired by epic medieval movie battles. Players are thrusted into this action of every iconic moment of the era, from clashing swords to storms of flaming arrows to sprawling castle sieges, yeah, even teabagging female knights doubly hard. In Chivalry 2, you can chop an enemy's head off and then use that head to beat someone else to death with it, and I mean, how can you not love something like that? I got both my arms chopped off during a siege, so I found a nice seat under a tree and watched the chaos unfold as if it was a medieval Black Friday sale. Chivalry 2 is currently free to play until the 11th of December, which will give you a bit of time to remove heads or at least shatter them into as many pieces as a teenager's broken heart. So if you're a fan of medieval combat games and enjoy a good laugh, then Chivalry 2 might be worth checking out. Just don't expect to become a knight in shining armor anytime soon. The Crew Motorfest are extending their free-to-play session for a few more weeks, or a total of 5 hours played, whichever one comes first. I don't think I need to explain what the Crew Motorfest is. It's a combination of a crew, some motors, and a fest. You get to drive around in various cars on various terrain. I mean, we can all see what's going on the screen, so enough of that, the Motorfest if you wanna take it for a spin. Another time-sensitive free-to-play for a limited time is Mechabellum, I think it's pronounced, which is an epic auto-battler taking place on the newly colonized planet of Far Away. You're the commander of an army of mechs fighting it out in massive PvP battles. You get to customize and level up your units, strategically placing them on the battlefield and watch them destroy your enemies, or if you're like me, watch yourself get wrecked time and time again. Mechabellum is still in early access, but it's great with a free-to-play session to give new players a feel for the game. If you end up enjoying it, you can always get your hands on it for 15 euros or 15-ish bucks. Stellaris Nexus is a multiplayer strategy digital board game, where each session offers the full spectrum of a thrilling strategy 4X experience within the span of an hour. You get to choose a unique faction and lead and challenge up to 5 other players, plotting and battling your way to galactic dominance by showing them who is the boss. You can request access to the playtest by pressing the Request Access button on the Stellaris Nexus theme page. It didn't take that long for me, I think it was around an hour later and I got access. It's a great opportunity to take this 4X brick brain strategy game out for a spin. Next up we have Bronzebeard Tavern, which is a goofy and playful restaurant management sim game where 1 to 4 players can work as a team to serve the best food ever to be seen in a tavern. You fulfill a number of different roles and serve a diverse range of customers and cook up delicious dwarven cuisines while enjoying magnificent beards in the process. In reality, you can imagine Overcooked had a baby with the Deep Rock Galactic and made this funky game. Only issue I had is it was running worse than Stephen Hawking's on my machine, and that's saying a lot. I mean, we do consider that my PC is from Jesus Was Walking on Earth, but still. I want to give a quick shout out to William and Sly, where the world of William and Sly is yours to explore, seeking out collectibles and secrets while soaking in the tranquil visuals and melancholic soundtrack. In this pair of classic Flash games, you play as a fox running and leaping through an atmospheric ecosystem entirely at your own pace. I must admit I felt that my blood pressure dropped around the 12% as I was jumping around in this game. This is not my type of game to chill to, but I must say that the chill factor was strong with this one. It's currently sitting in with very positive reviews on Steam, and I see why. It's for sure worth a spin to at least reduce the blood pressure a little bit. Remember, you can still get your hands on Gigabash over on the Epic Store until the 13th of December. And I think Gigabash needs some more eyeballs. It's a surprisingly fun game. It combines the chaos and creativity of titles like Power Stone, Super Smash Bros. And Ultimate War of Monsters with jaw-dropping scale of the classic kaiju movies. You know, those Japanese Godzilla thingamajiggies. And alongside Gigabash, you, my friend, can also claim Predecessor. Predecessor is this fast-paced action game that combines MOBA and FPS gameplay, putting you at the heart of the strategic choices. It's third-person controlled and some pretty immersive action. I think by looking at some of the gameplay, it's really giving me Smite vibes, if any of you remember that game, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. If you jump onto the Epic Store, you will see that there's actually no free games for next week. And that's because when we reach the 13th of December, Epic Store will launch its Christmas event of 2023, which according to my state-of-the-art research is a combination of 15 free games for you to keep. You just have to be quick as they won't be free for very long. I will be covering the event in detail and try to let you know what games are coming up next. Keep your eyes out for my Epic Games Christmas event videos if you wanna stay in the loop. And that's pretty much all I have for you in this one. I hope you enjoyed my video. Thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, subscribe if you haven't, why not? Thanks a lot for watching, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.